welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Marcus Mariota will be out for 4 to 5 months. This is via Mike Mularkey, head coach of the Tennessee Titans, in the press conference he held today as he announced that Marcus Mariota fractured or broke his leg. Okay, in my understanding of anatomy and physiology, and it's not very deep, a fracture and a break is the same thing. And this word has been used interchangeably, or these words have been used interchangeably ever since he broke the fibula. Can someone clear this up? To me, they're the same thing. But anyway, because of the broken fibula, he will miss 4 to 5 months. They're going to insert a metal plate into his leg for the recovery process. And man, this hurts. I mean, this hurts big time. Now, if you're going to look at it at the optimistic view, and I'm not sure how optimistic you can be, he will be back for the OTAs. He will be back for the late May OTAs, the June OTAs, and then obviously for training camp. But in terms of the realm of possibilities for a broken leg and the recovery times, this is as bad as it could have gotten, other than just being career ending. Okay, this is pretty freaking bad. So it's very unfortunate. And in terms of our future outlook because of it, okay, so I really would have loved to have seen Marcus Mariota have a full off season. Really, even in the dead period, even in the months of January, February, March, and April, where there is no official team activity, Marcus Mariota is going to be over in Hawaii. He's going to call Rashard Matthews. He's going to call Tajay Starp. He's going to say, aloha, bring your ass down here. We're going to throw some footballs at my local high school. Right? We're going to work on some routes, work on some timing, work on this, and work on that. Now, that's no longer a possibility. They're going to have to do that in May onward. And that kind of sucks. Also, he's going to work on some of his footwork. He's going to work on this and that. Just anything physical that he's going to work on. I mean, every quarterback does this. Every quarterback that cares. I'm sure idiots like Jay Cutler and other quarterbacks that don't care, that just say, hey, I'm just going to show up and make money and leave. I'm sure they don't do this. But the Aaron Rodgers, the Tom Brady's, the good quarterbacks of this world, the hardworking and dedicated quarterbacks of this world, they do this and they improve because of this, and their team improves because of this. Now we're going to be limited in terms of our growth. We're just going to have to hope that once he comes back healthy, once we have new wide receivers, and we're going to have a number of new wide receivers to me, because outside of Tajay Sharp and Rashard Matthews, I'm not sure any other Titans receiver will be on this roster next year, and I'm not sure they should be either. I know everyone loves Trey McBride for some ungodly reason. He has never done anything. Can we stop expecting him to ever do anything? God, I don't understand why Titans fans love Trey McBride. It's similar to their old love of Michael Preston. Guys, they never do anything. And Michael Preston did a lot more than Trey McBride. Okay, so don't tell me about Trey McBride. I think Kendall Wright is out of here, and deservedly so. He got benched against the Denver Broncos, I believe, because he was late to meetings, or he missed meetings, or something ridiculous. He's gone. You look at him, he may go somewhere. In fact, I will say he's going to go somewhere and he's going to do decently well, maybe 800, 900 yards. If he goes to New England, possibly 1,000. Now we're seeing Kenny Britt. Oh my God, Kenny Britt has broken the 1,000-yard mark. That's something I thought we'd never see after he left the Titans, but he's doing it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kendall Wright did it. But anyway, Kendall Wright's gone. Harry Douglas will probably, he may come back. I think he's under contract, but I think his contract is too expensive for what he gives, and he gives nothing. So personally, I'd like to see us cut him. He could be back, but I doubt it. So we're going to have to build some more wide receivers, man. We're going to have to sign a couple free agents and ultimately draft a wide receiver. I would like to draft one in the first round. I've been looking at John Ross lately out of Washington, a guy that reportedly ran a 4.25 at Washington's pro day. He could beat Chris Johnson's 40-yard dash record. And by the way, he's pretty good too in terms of catching the football and in terms of being more than just a speed guy. So I'm very interested in John Ross. I know a lot of people like Mike Williams out of Clemson, but I've seen a number of concentration drops with him. He doesn't get much separation, not even close to a guy like John Ross. And he'll certainly be good, but I'm not sure how good. Corey Davis, I'm undecided on on right now. So personally, I'm looking at John Ross, and I think it'd be a good fit here. I know everyone loves the big receiver, right? We want a guy that's 6'2", 6'3", like a Mike Williams or a Corey Davis, that's explosive, can catch fades or whatever. But look at this year. Look at the top wide receivers in the NFL. In the top 10 of receiving yards, you have T.Y. Hilton, who's leading the league. The guy is 5'9". You have Brandon Cooks, who's like 5'9", 5'10". You have Doug Baldwin, and you have, Antonio Brown, who is the best wide receiver in the NFL to me. I have no problem getting a 5'10" wide receiver. In fact, John Ross is listed at 5'11". But anyway, we're not here to talk about wide receivers. Marcus Mariota, it sucks, man. He's injured. 4 to 5 months, long timetable. It blows. But he could still improve next year, just as he reads and watches a lot of film. Instead of doing all of that footwork and working on his technique physically, now he's able to sit down and look at film and watch film and look at this and look at that. Oh, Rashard Matthews usually gets open on these routes. Tajae Sharp usually gets open on these routes. Oh, okay, DeMarco Murray, I need to look to give him the ball here in this situation. Oh, look at what the Jaguars are running here because, hey, we need to finally beat the Jaguars. We need to finally sweep this damn team. Oh, look at what the Colts are running. We can finally beat them here if I do this and that. So now he's able to sit down and watch some more film and hopefully improve in that manner. Physically, though, this will hurt his progress. And it's not like he needs to progress. We're not talking about Blake Bortles. We're not talking about Brock Osweiler. This guy played great this season, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Before the season, in my season preview, I had him down for 29 touchdowns and 14 interceptions, so, and a 95 passer rating. So I was damn close with these projections. Next year, I would expect probably roughly the same. I don't expect him to take a big leap, so maybe a little bit of improvement, but not much. I think, though, if he was healthy, we could be looking at a huge improvement, him solidifying himself as a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, and the Titans solidifying themselves as Super Bowl contenders. Now, I think we're talking about him still being probably a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. It's debatable whether or not he's in that range right now. I think next year, he does solidify himself there. And the Titans hopefully being a playoff contender. Last thing, right? And I know this is titled Marcus Mariota out 4 to 5 months, but he has to get on the Titans a little bit. John Robinson. Okay, again, we have $75 million in cap space. If Marcus Mariota, and you need a plan for this, if this guy is not as dominant as we'd like to be, he's still going to be our starting quarterback. Just plan for that and, build our defense up this year. We have $75 million in cap room. You got to sign a cornerback. There's going to be so many cornerbacks available. Stephon Gilmore, Malcolm Butler, Logan Ryan, Trumaine Johnson, and some other guy I'm forgetting right now. Those are all potentially number 1 cornerbacks right there. Eric Berry, I want him, okay? Let's sign some free agents with our $75 million in cap room. Who do we have to re-sign for the next 2 years? One guy, Taylor Lewan, and then eventually extend Marcus Mariota, but we don't even need to rush that right now. In fact, we can't even do it now, even if we wanted to. So anyway, just build this team just in case Marcus Mariota does not improve. He'll still be good, but then we can have a really good defense too. We still have a good run game, and then, hey, we can still actually go to the Super Bowl next year because I am now having Super Bowl expectations. Now, they may not reach those expectations. That's fine, but we need to be thinking, hey, we can actually get there. With 2 first-round picks, with $75 million in cap room, with Marcus Mariota, DeMarco Murray, this offensive line, these offensive tackles, these outside linebackers, we need to be planning for, okay, we have the ability here to win something. Let's build our team so that we can maximize our potential to win something. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on Marcus Mariota and his timetable, his recovery timetable of 4 to 5 months. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.